Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes. And today in this video, I'm going to do another Knit With Me story time. And today's Knit With Me story time is going to be a story about how the weirdest bus passenger I've ever encountered. So this is a story about how I was on the bus one day and I encountered this really weird person, just being super incredibly weird because she was like talking to herself, talking about the weirdest things, and it was super uncomfortable. And so luckily the bus driver was there to get the lady to stop talking because she was kind of making a lot of the other passengers on the bus uncomfortable with her talking to herself out loud about the weirdest stuff and like told her she needed to stop or she had to get off the bus. So this is a story just to let you guys know. I mean, no, if you take the public bus or if you're new to taking the public bus, you may encounter some of the weirdest people you'll ever see on the bus because they will have like the strangest behavior, talk about the weirdest stuff that may not interest you or talk out loud to themselves. But I don't know. I mean, there are so many different people that take the bus. You'll encounter so many different people. You'll encounter very nice social people, some people who are kind of rude and don't want to talk to other people, or some of those strange people who just talk out loud to themselves in public and talk about the strangest stuff. So I'm going to get started and I hope you guys like the video. And I changed. Just kidding. I don't have my hair in a towel like I did at the beginning of the video. But anyway, so this all started, I think it was maybe, how many years ago was it? I think this was about 5 or 6 years ago. I was heading back from a day out with my program. I think we were going to cooking or a library. I don't remember where we went, but I know we were doing something that day. So it was either one of those two things. And we're getting ready to leave and go back because it was like 1 o'clock and we got there maybe at 10 something. So we were there about only 3 hours. 2.5 or 3 hours. So we were out for about 2.5 or 3 hours. And so we go to our bus stop that we normally go to. And then all of a sudden we see this strange lady that comes up to us. She's like maybe in her early 40s, late 40s. I don't know. She wore like a purple cloche hat. And she was talking about the weirdest stuff ever. She started saying, oh, we were all made by plants. We were all made by animals or something. I don't know. It was just like so weird. And we were like, the lady was talking to us. We're not really, we're kind of like looking at her strangely, but I don't think she even notices this. And we're trying our best not, sorry, I have a little bit of sniffle. And we're trying our best not to make eye contact with this lady at all because she's just really making us uncomfortable with her conversation. And she looks as if she's talking to herself. So we just completely ignore her. So my supervisor has an idea to let the lady get on the bus first so then we don't accidentally sit near her. Because if we get on the bus first, we had a feeling she was going to follow us. So I, for some reason, don't hear this. I accidentally get on the bus first and then my program follows after me and the supervisor says, I wanted to let that lady, tells me politely, Mena, you were supposed to let the lady get on the bus first so we didn't sit near her. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. And my supervisor was super nice about it because she assumed I couldn't hear that. So we go to like the far back because we see the lady sitting near the bus driver. Normally we would sit near the bus driver to feel more comfortable, but we sit in the far back so we can stay away from the lady. So we suddenly hear her continue to talk about herself, and it was just like super not talk about herself, but talk to herself about like plants or whatever she was talking about. It was just really weird. So we just kind of ignore her, but she's talking like very loudly that everybody on the bus can hear her. And then she keeps talking and talking. So finally the bus driver pulls over and tells the lady and has a talk with the lady. He walks up to the lady and tells her, ma'am, you're kind of not making these passengers uncomfortable. I mean, let's rewind that. So what happened, my bus driver stops the bus and he tells the lady, ma'am, I need you to stop talking for a second, blah, 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 blah. And he's being a little strict with her, but he's trying to be as polite as he can, so just in case this lady gets a little snappy. So he's like, ma'am, you're not making the passengers uncomfortable with what you're talking about, blah, 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 blah. And I kind of need you to stop because the other passengers are not comfortable with this kind of behavior, blah, 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 blah. If you don't stop, I'm going to make you get off the bus. So the lady just like finally stops talking, but then all of a sudden she pulls, as the bus driver keeps going, she pulls the string at the next stop and then gets off the bus. I don't know if this was actually her stop or she just wanted to get off the bus because she wanted to talk more to herself or something. I don't know. No, but so she was getting off, she pulled the string and then gets off the bus. And we were all relieved that the lady got off the bus because she was just being so incredibly weird and she was making a lot of us uncomfortable with what she was talking about, and it was just super weird. So we were super happy that she was gone. So then, sorry, that was my tablet. But anyway, so then after she gets off the bus driver continues to drive the bus, and then we're all relieved that the lady is gone because it's just like she was making us very uncomfortable with the conversation she was having and then watching her talk out loud to herself on the bus. It was just really weird, but we were just super relieved she was gone. So then we continue to enjoy our bus ride, and then we didn't have to listen to her chat about the weirdest things, and we just decided to have a good rest of our day. So the moral of the story is you will encounter weird people on the bus sometimes when you're taking the public bus, because there's so many people that take the public bus nowadays just because it saves money on gas, and also there's a lot of people that may not drive, so they need the public transportation to get to and back from places, so they take the public bus a lot. So just be careful when you encounter those weird, strange people, because they can talk about some really weird stuff. It may make you uncomfortable. It may make the other passengers uncomfortable. So if you witness that, just ignore them and just sit as far away from them as you can. Like either sit near the bus driver, but if they're sitting near the bus driver, just sit in the far back so then you don't have to make eye contact with them if they're making you uncomfortable. And if they're still making you uncomfortable, tell the bus driver and he will kick them off the bus, or also he will talk to the person and tell them that they either need to stop the behavior or get off the bus, because the bus driver is very, very helpful. So you will encounter those weird people, and if you just ignore them, they will leave you alone. And if they don't stop talking, or if they're making you uncomfortable in some weird way, just tell a bus driver and they'll chat with the person and kick them off the bus. So that was probably my weirdest bus passenger I've ever encountered on the public bus. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye.